Hello and welcome back to the TGG Seaside campaign. We are doing the final board of the campaign, level 10. Double the curse pile and head start one more time. And we go second. All right, well, that's exciting. Double the curse pile and no trashing, really? Okay, at least there's Lighthouse. And we have a 2-5. I mean, that's actually pretty good. All right, let me go over the board before I just jump into this. So we've got, we've got this potentially horrendous nonsense. But we do have Lighthouse to block the Sea Witch attack, also blockade. We've got plus actions. We've got draw and potentially draw, although we've got plus buy. We do have some virtual money, and there's also merchant ship. I mean, I don't know about merchant ship, but we could consider playing with tactician. Yeah. Tactician might also push us to like grab a couple of tide pools, because like you can, it's not like tactician offsets tide pools, but it does mitigate it, right? If you like, at the start of turn, you draw up to 10 cards, then tide pools hurts a lot less. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, maybe we just play with a whole bunch of Sea Witches, but anyway, we're gonna open Lighthouse Sea Witch. We obviously, with the AI having with us getting the extra turns, we're not like immediately at risk of getting attacked. But we're gonna want the lighthouses anyway. Like, I could see the argument, given this situation, for opening Haven instead. I think Haven is fine. But I also think Lighthouse is like gonna be fine enough early anyway, and like, we're gonna want it, like, for sure. So I do wonder if the 2-5 split thing is like a set thing or not. Be interested to, or like whether like it is randomly rolled. I feel like on the last board I did roll different splits. There was only 3-4, 4-3, but I think anyway. I think we want a fishing village now. I mean, we are gonna need some fishing villages, so okay. Yeah, so we can get another Sea Witch. We could take a blockade, but I think getting the Sea Witch is more important. Well, we've got our 2 Sea Witches, but you could certainly make an argument for a third, especially with 20 curses. Yeah, we do have a fishing village coming up too, so I think it's third Sea Witch. At some point, we're gonna want some plus buy, but okay, they're just spamming blockades. Blockade is a good card, but that doesn't really bother me here when they're just gonna get cursed to high heaven. We got another fishing or Sea Witch down here, rather. And we have a fishing village now in play. So I think I'm down to get a festival and get access to some plus buy, also some more plus actions. Did they get a lighthouse? They do have a lighthouse. Okay, good to know. Another blockade. What is going on? All right. We've got Festival Sea Witch down there, so still feeling pretty good about that. That being said, 4th Sea Witch, not unreasonable. So we could do that, and then start looking at blockade when we have the plus buy next turn. Yeah, I mean, right now we don't need a second lighthouse, but we could. That's also something to consider. Getting like a warehouse would not be bad, given how junky our deck is going to be. But I think This sea witch is going to miss the shuffle. It's going to give us a decent chance to find the fishing village. I think I'm down for one more sea witch before we mess with that stuff. Dang. Okay. I think. Our lighthouse is coming out of play, so I don't think we take another lighthouse here. I would like to get a blockade. We could go blockade Haven. I want another village, but we do have a fishing village on top. My thinking is we're going to blockade lighthouse, so we're going to like... I mean, we're by no means guaranteed... Well... I don't know, maybe we should go blockade lighthouse, and then we can blockade fishing village or something. Yeah, give ourselves 2 shots to find the lighthouse. I mean, they just bought a Sea Witch. Their deck is 0 cards, but they also don't have anything else that draws, I don't think. So if we have 2 lighthouses, we're very likely to be able to prevent them from getting us a curse. Yeah, I think I'm down for that. Well, oh, okay, we did draw a Sea Witch. Good, good. I'm gonna leave this lighthouse unplayed. I did want a fishing village, but I guess I'm gonna settle for getting another. Well, we could blockade. We'd also blockade warehouse and buy blockade. Might actually prefer that. I'm pretty fine with just 2 blockades. Like, we'll be able to, with the lighthouses, we'll be able to gain all the fishing villages we want going forward. Yeah, so I think we take another fishing village. I mean, we just buy fishing village Sea Witch. I don't really think we can have too many Sea Witches on this board. Alright, good. We found a lighthouse. Grab the last fishing village, probably. And... feels a little early to green. They just bought a duchy, but... The question is, do we want yet another Sea Witch, or do we want a festival? I'm gonna say yet another Sea Witch. Like, we have the actions, and 1 plus buy is probably sufficient for the time being. Oh, I guess we do need to be a little bit concerned about piles, huh? I Wasn't even registering that. They've got the lighthouse up, huh? All right. We're not going to get any value out of like the cursing aspect. I think I'll just take a haven at this point. I mean, we could take a second warehouse. I guess a second warehouse is fine. Maybe better than putting a haven into our next hand anyway. And yeah, I guess we're going to go ahead and take a province. And do we want a silver? We have like 11-ish. Wait, no, that can't be right. We didn't draw all of our coins. Oh, we have all the fishing villages, right? Okay. I mean, maybe we are better served taking one more lighthouse than a silver, just to make sure we're not getting attacked. I really don't think this blockade estate rush thing is going to do the trick. Did they get a lighthouse into play? Nope. I think I want to not play 2 lighthouses if I can help it. Triggering the shuffle here. How many sea witches have we played this turn? 3? 6 sea witches. Seems fine. We're gonna cycle through so much stuff. Although, maybe it's not actually fine. Yeah, maybe we don't do that. I think it's a little too long to shuffle. All right, what we shuffled, discarded estate copper, 2 copper. So estate 3 copper, estate 5 copper. Two estate, 5 copper, province lighthouse. 2 estate, province lighthouse, 5 copper. Okay, that's what we've got in there. There's the 3rd estate. There's the... So this is also a copper. Okay. Yeah, we should stop here. We could blockade estate ourselves. Like... I don't think it's to our advantage. Well, I mean, I guess it means that any estate they take is going to have a curse attached to it, and therefore is not going to help them gain points. They'd have to hit province off of your incredibly junky deck. I mean, they did get a province a couple turns ago. How did they do that? Three fishing villages, played a sea witch. Oh, but then they shuffled. Oh no, they resolved the Sea Witch and then they shuffled. Which means the Sea Witch is in the shuffle. I mean, they do have a lot of blockades. That's the main issue. But on the other hand, like, how are they going to get the actions to play all those? And then buy a province? Like, how are they going to have enough cards and actions and things? I mean, there's probably no reason to push it. Realistically, I think... Yeah, okay. Oh, I should be putting this to my hand. All right, did they play a lighthouse? No. But Haven a lighthouse. Although, we want to make sure we hit province. Well, now we can just win on estates. We drew the blockade. I was gonna say, like, if they had had to take curses with those estates, that would have obviously been bad for them, and they bought a state. Yeah, I mean, our festival is down there. We can do this, and we can get the estate and a province. Yeah, so that was, in a sense, a little closer than I'd have liked. Like, I probably should have greened a turn earlier than I did, actually. I was like, oh, it's a little early to green, but it probably wasn't. I had one, like... I mean, it was nice to have 6 Sea Witches, but probably would have been wiser to just... Yeah. This strategy seems terrible, I have to say. Like, notwithstanding that it did end up kind of close anyway, but, like, you have so little control, and you're just, like, getting slammed with a zillion curses, and, like, estates aren't that many points. Like, yeah, okay, you have the starting 10, but again, it feels it feels like the AI just is like, oh, well, I'm gonna push this lead by trying to empty piles, but it's like, you got a ways to go there, friend. Like, it's the start of the game. I find it hard to believe that if the AI wasn't spotted those 10 points, and it was like, or if you took the head start condition off, that this is the deck the AI would build on this board. Yeah, I find that hard to believe. Like, I find it hard to believe that the AI doesn't have some sense of, like, Sea Witch is a good card, and maybe Lighthouse is useful for not getting cursed, and stuff along those lines. But 15 curses. It's so funny that, like, I cursed them that many times, and we still didn't empty those 20 curses. 20 curses is a lot for 2 players to go through, especially when I take 0 of them. Yeah. Well, there you have it. That is Seaside done. 7 out of 10 gold stars. Not the most impressive rate, but I think I had 8 on the intrigue one, 8 gold stars. Maybe I only had 7 on intrigue as well. I know I lost my first attempt at, like, either 5 or 6 something like that. And then 8 was the one where I just like had to play it a bunch of times. But maybe there was one of it. Maybe it was like both 5 and 6, or maybe I'm getting that conflated in my mind with Seaside here, where I lost 6 and 7 the first time. I'm not really sure. But I guess it's I think it's actually pretty similar to my overall win rate in the dailies, which is like around 75%. Though that is like a little bit thrown off, I think, by like a couple of times that I have done like the red undos that like make it so that it doesn't count as like a real gold star win, when like, you know, it's the sort of thing where I probably could have just not done that, but I was like maybe like either misclicked, or it was like the kind of undo that I would ask for in like a match, and so it felt like reasonable to take it. Which is the sort of thing like you could count, you could like assess that, you know, differently if you're just like watching the video or whatever, but in, you know, in the stats you can't tell. I don't know, maybe that's only happened once or twice though, maybe that makes no real consequential difference. But anyway, next up, I'm going to be tackling the alchemy one, which I have my doubts about whether that's going to be any fun, but I guess we'll see. In any case, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.